Today MeenaBagh Farms is abuzz with excitement. Today our Angoras have given birth to 5 baby Angoras. So this is where we have kept the mother Angora with the 5 babies, and these babies are completely hairless. Now the most important thing for us to ensure is that these babies, these Angoras, do not catch the cold, because they are without any fur, without their Angora wool to keep them warm. They need to be kept warm. So our challenge is going to be to keep them warm, and the second challenge is going to be for the mother to accept the babies, and for that we are going to keep them separately over here and not let them mix with the other male Angoras. Male Angoras apparently they tend to kill the babies for competition perhaps, or also because when the males kill the babies, the female come into heat once again. So the mother Angora is going to be kept separate from the male Angoras, and we have kept the mother Angora along with the 5 babies on this side of the rabbit hutch. So the babies are over here, and I'm just going to have a look at them. We've kept them in this basket. Oh my God, look at them. They're wriggling, but hairless. Babies, I don't know. Babies, all babies, human babies, rabbit babies, all of them are really very wrinkly, and if I can say that, they are also ugly. They're 1, 2, 3, 4. One over here, there's one over here, there's one over here, that's 4, and this one over here is not moving at all. There's no movement from this Angora, and I wonder why. It could have died, I don't know. There's a high mortality rate as far as the babies are concerned, and we are just going to ensure that the rest of them can survive. This wool that we have provided over here is the Angora wool, so they need the warmest fur possible. So that's what we're going to give them. Look at them. Look at this guy over here. Look at him. Look at him. He looks more like a weasel, and that's the mother. Beswa here is excited and she wants to be let in, because she has sensed that something new has happened in the Angora hutch. But you will have to wait, my dear friend, until they are bigger and you can protect them. So right now we are all debating what kind of housing we're going to give these Angoras. Satpal says this cardboard will suffice, whereas I am thinking that we need a bigger housing, because the rabbit, the mother, will also need to go in and suckle the babies. But the problem over here is the hutch will not allow a bigger cardboard to go in. So let's see if we can put a bigger cardboard in with a lot of wool inside. Now the challenge for us is to put this inside. Once it's inside, then it becomes, I think, because it's very big, it will become easier for the Angora mother to hop in and out of a bigger cardboard compared to the smaller one. So we're just going to try and push it in. I think we'll have to cut about 4 inches or so, and then I think we can push it in. So we have cut the cardboard about 4 inches of it from the top, and we're going to see that this is going to go inside. The mother over here is coming up till the babies, but it's not suckling the babies so far. If the mother does not suckle the babies, then no matter what we do, the cardboard, the warmth, or whatever we give the babies are not going to survive. Yeah, it's going in, no problem at all. You're going to put this insulation sheet as a bedding over here, because these wires, obviously they will have wind coming in from below, and that's what we're going to avoid. So Suresh Bhai over here is holding up the bedding of the Angoras. This bedding is going to be cut according to measurement and placed inside over here, so that there is no updraft, there is nothing coming in from below. Okay. So this is the Angora wool. This is what we shared of the Angoras, and this is going to be super warm for these babies. So this is the bedding now. One thermal layer over here, and then we are going to put them in this cardboard box over here, which goes inside, and it's going to be laced with the wool of the Angoras. So this is going to be the final structure. Cardboard. It's going to be filled with a lot of wool. Angora because it's their own wool. So Angora wool goes there, the babies go over here, and we are hoping that the mother also hops in, suckles the babies, and has easy access. That's why it's a little wider. And then what you're going to do over here now is also put a roof on top. It already had a roof, unfortunately, Satpalji removed it. Now we'll have to attach this piece over here, this insulation piece on top of the cardboard, so that they remain warm from all sides, from below, from the sides, from the top. This is going to be the only opening for the mother to come in and out. So finally you can see one teeth, the white teeth over there. And suppose it has about 5, it has about 6 of them. And so we are shaving the belly of the female Angora because the teats of the Angora are covered with the fur, covered with their wool. Very difficult for the babies to get to the teeth. So now we have had now these 3 sets of trimmers over here, and finally this one is working. And we have uncovered कितने अभी तक निकाले आपने teats बेटा? 2, 3, 4. 4 have already been uncovered. I suppose the Angora has about 6 of the teats, and all the 6 teats need to be uncovered for the babies to get to them. It is completely covered with the Angora wool. Look at this rabbit, look at this creature. I mean, over centuries of artificial selection, this is what we have made the bunny into, the Angora. Angora is basically a very helpless, artificial sort of a creature. Without our help, without the trimming, for example, of the hair right now, the babies over there would not be able to get to the teats. They are so dependent, they are so artificial, so very clumsy as far as survival is concerned. They have got no survival instincts whatsoever. There's one over here, there's one over here, there's one over here, one over here. All of them need to be uncovered for the babies to be able to get to them. So this is the wool of the Angoras, and I'm going to put it inside in this little housing that we prepared, and hopefully this is going to keep the babies warm. Oh my god, this is going to be an excellent bedding for the babies. Very warm. I mean, it's warm even to the touch. So here you go. Look at this. Such a warm bedding, isn't it? So what I'm going to do is, now I'm going to keep the babies here in this bedding for the time being, because we need to partition the hutch between the males, and between the males, I think there are 2 males, or there might be 2 females and 1 male. So the female that has given birth to these cute little babies need to be separated from the rest of the Angoras. So we're going over here. So right now we're putting in the partition. The carpenter over here is going to put on the partition of a plywood and separate this hutch, divide this hutch into two. This one is going to be for the mother and the babies, and this one for the other two Angoras that we have. So the partition has finally been made, and I'm finally going to put this box inside and also introduce the mother into this little enclosure that we made for these babies. This has to be put like this. So we're going to remove them from the small basket and put them in this box that we have made. Oh my god, 1, 2, 3, 4. Look at them curled up. This one looks dead to me. This one looks dead to me. This one is dead. So we have only 4 left, and 4 of them are all wriggling. And I'm sure they're hungry and they want their mama's milk. The babies are extremely wrinkly, and they are kind of squeamish to hold them. It's like holding a mouse. Look at them. Look at this baby over here. Full of life, energy. Eyes have not opened up so far. The eyes are shut completely, and maybe in a couple of days the eyes will open up. I think they can scent the teat of the mother and gain some energy, and then finally open the eyes and become a little bit more energetic and finally start developing this fur that they are famous for. So I'm going to push the box inside. The mother is already over here. We are feeding her carrots and a high energy diet so that it can produce as much milk as possible for these 4 babies of hers. One of them unfortunately died. This one is stone cold dead. So 4 of them are alive, and they're bunched up over here. And I'm just going to push it inside. Unfortunately, the Angora, the mother, is not feeding the babies, which means that we'll have to hold the babies and bring it next to the teat of the mother and feed it manually ourselves. So that is what we're going to do now. And the mother's over here. She's eaten a field of carrots and cabbages and all the rest of it, but she's not feeding her babies. So I'm going to take out the house with the babies. Now we'll have to take out the mother. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Good girl. the mother, and we have to lay her like this, and it's going to be kind of technical for us to do it without hurting the mother. How do we do it? There we are. Now we'll have to bring them all out one by one, leave next to the teeth. Come on, it's working. There it is. This one has grabbed the teeth and this one has not. This one has grabbed the teeth. Okay, there's another one over here. There are 1, 2, 3, and there's one over here. And here you go. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4 of them on 4 of the teeth, suckling on the mama, which we have to hold down. This is sadly the way they are going to survive, because the mother is not feeding the babies.
So good.
I think it's been about 5 minutes of us trying to make them suckle on the teeth, but I'm not sure whether they are, successful at it. But look at them. It's a stressful kind of a situation for the mother, but if the babies have to survive, this has to be done. It's taking almost 4 of us to feed 4 of these little cute and ugly bunnies, and we are not sure whether they are suckling at the teeth. We are not sure at all. We can see a bit of milk coming out when Satpal pinched the teeth, but we're not sure. They're suckling a little bit, but what's going in, we don't know. If they do not suckle, these guys are not going to survive. Okay, so I think we are done, and Satpal here is saying that they might have had the fill. I'm not too sure, because they seem to sort of suckle on the teeth. There doesn't seem to be any milk oozing out, and well, now we got no choice, because they are not really going for the teeth anymore. Hairless completely, helpless completely, and as Pragya here described them, they look like baby hippos, don't they? Look at them. They look like baby hippos. Someone said they look like piglets. Someone said baby hippos. Someone said mice. They look anything but like the Angoras. And I think we'll come back to it tomorrow again. And we're going to feed them in the morning, I think about 10, 11 o'clock or so. Till then, they're going to be inside this little hutch